This is a Crypto Prophet. Click on that subscribe button to enable you get notified anytime I drop video contents like this. And without wasting much time, let's hop in straight into the charts. So guys, beginning from this new week that we are crossing into now, this week is going to be very important for the crypto space. Now, why is it going to be important? It would be important because this is the week that we expect the news of the Bitcoin ETF to be announced. So it's either the ETF would get approved, or it would get rejected, or it would get postponed. So now these are the possibilities or the outcomes that we should be expecting. And this is going to have a positive or a negative impact on the crypto space. Okay. Now, why do I say this? For a while, I've been singing about the bearish patterns that Bitcoin has been forming. And I want to tell you all this or remind you of this. Now, Bitcoin has been forming lots of bearish divergences for a very long time now. It has been forming the white cloth pattern. It has been trading without volume. So all this pump that you see here, number one, having bearish divergences, there are just too many bearish divergences occurring in many time frames. Then you do not have volume. That's another factor. And then you are just rallying up, based on the hype of the Bitcoin ETF. So guys, technically the Bitcoin ETF news is just what has been keeping Bitcoin's price, because technically Bitcoin has already dropped, but the ETF is just the hype. It's just what is keeping this price. Okay. And what many do not know is that the retail investors are the ones buying. The dump money are the ones buying into all these rallies. The smart money, they are not putting in their monies in here. There are lots of charts that carries that information, but I'm not going to be going much into details, okay? But I just want to give you all these updates. This week is going to be very volatile, mostly as we anticipate the outcome of the Bitcoin ETF news. And as we wait, so this is my honest opinion, guys. Now remember my last video, I told you all, I said on the 4th of January I see a green candlestick, and 4th of January came and you saw this green candlestick, guys. This is why I'm the Crypto Prophet. Now I'm not going to be posting dates like I used to. When I tell you so and so date, this is what wants to happen, this and this. No, I'm not going to be doing that. If you need information, or if you want to get across to me and know how to work with me for the bull run, you're going to find the email address attached to this video below. Send an email and you would get the information and the requirements on what it will take to work with the Crypto Prophets, okay, for the bull run and as we enter into the bull run. Now, I just want to give you all these updates, guys. Now, Bitcoin is going to have some form of volatility. I'm looking at some of the charts. Now, I expect a little pump to take place for Bitcoin. But now, the magnitude of this pump would solemnly be dependent on the announcement of the Bitcoin ETF. If the Bitcoin ETF news comes out positive, Bitcoin is going to have a rally. You would see a pump, a spike up, just like you had a spike down here on the 11th of December. You also had a spike down here on the 3rd of January, okay? We should be expecting a spike towards the upside. Once the ETF news is approved, you would have a spike. Bitcoin can break 44,000, 45, 46, even get to 48 and 50 to 51 to $52,000. There's a very high possibility for that. And when you see such a spike, then that is when the top of the market would form and you would see Bitcoin come crashing down to the disappointment of everyone who is hyping and waiting for the ETF to take them to as high as 70 or 100,000. That's not going to be possible, okay? Because already the market has been priced in based on this Bitcoin ETF news hype. So even if the ETF is approved, what you're going to see is a spike up. But in the absence of that, if this ETF does not get approved, it is going to affect Bitcoin. Okay, you would see Bitcoin coming down. We would crash down, guys, because the ETF news and hype is just what has been holding Bitcoin. This is what a whole lot of persons do not understand. Technically, Bitcoin has dropped because there is no support here whatsoever. There is no strength here whatsoever. Multiple bearish divergences are just forming for Bitcoin. So right now, I'm just waiting. And then there is also another factor, guys. The S&P 500 has not yet made a new all-time high. But the Nasdaq has made a new all-time high. The US 30, the Dow Jones has made a new all-time high. So the S&P 500 is what I am actually waiting for. Okay, let's check it out and see. So guys, the S&P 500 is what I'm actually waiting for to produce a new all-time high. Okay, this was the last top, and we can see here that we are yet to break this top here. Can you see this top? The S&P 500 is yet to break this top. So I'm going to be watching the S&P 500 for this week. But now this does not mean it must make a new all-time high just like the other traditional markets. But there is still another possibility. So if the S&P 500 should pick up from this point here and start rallying up, then that is going to buy more time for the crypto space, and you can still see Bitcoin rally up to that $48,000 to $50,000. So we are not going to rule that fact out, okay? But then if the S&P 500 refuses to make a new all-time high and still tumbles down, it is going to affect Bitcoin more, because Bitcoin is a parabolic asset. It moves more faster than the traditional markets. This is what many of you need to understand. And also, the rate at which Bitcoin dumps is faster than the rate at which it pumps. This is what people do not understand. A dump is more faster than a pump because a dump comes as a result of fear. So when there is fear, when there is panic, the momentum and the strength that people put in to sell off is what makes the market drop at a very high rate. So this is why you always see me warning you to be extremely careful. Now, let's take a look at these guys. Now, I want us to take a look at something very important. Let's take out these trend lines here. Now, guys, this happened some days back. I want you all to take note of something. Some days ago, look at how Bitcoin dropped all the way from as high as 45,000. Bitcoin dropped all the way to $40,000. Now, $5,000 was wiped out just within a very short period of time. $5,000 was wiped out just within a very short period of time. So anybody who is telling you that we are in the bull run, that person is just wasting his or her time, because in the bull run, prices do not just drop like that. You can't just see Bitcoin lose $5,000 within a very little time, you know. So this tells you guys that there is something coming. And I want to tell you all this officially. I want to announce this officially. This new week that we are entering into, if you see Bitcoin pump, that is going to be amongst the last rallies that you're going to see for Bitcoin. I'm going to take it again. If you see Bitcoin pump and have a rally, that would be amongst the last spikes that you would see Bitcoin have. Guys, Bitcoin is on its way to 30K. 33, 32, $30,000, $27,000, 25, $20,000. And then there is a high possibility that you would see 15 to 13 to 12 to $10,000 for Bitcoin in the year 2024. I am the Crypto Prophet. I do not hide my words. I tell you things based on what I see. Whether you doubt me, that's your business. If you want to believe me, it's your choice. So like I told you all, I said on the 4th of January, go and watch my last video and hear it. I said on the 4th of January, I see a green candlestick. And what happened on the 4th of January? Look at this green candlestick that came out. It's just that I've told you all, I said I'm going to stop mentioning dates. I will stop calling dates. As a matter of fact, whatever I give you is not a financial advice. Do your own research. I'm no longer going to be telling you this is this, this is that. No. If you need any information, or if you want to work with the Crypto Prophet in the bull run, send an email address. Send an email to the email address that will be provided. And you are going to get response, and you're going to get the procedure on how to connect with the crypto prophets as we enter into the bull run, because I'm going to lead as many persons who are interested. I'm going to lead them to the bottom of the market, and I'm going to lead them to the top of the market as well. And also, I'm going to tell people who are with me the exact time that the bull run would start to enable us getting early. I am amongst the few people on earth that would know the exact date and time based on the few charts I've shared with you. I'm the crypto prophet. I carry secrets that you will not find elsewhere. That's the truth. You know, for me to come out boldly, tell you this is what is going to happen, mention these dates, it comes to pass, tell you this and this. Look at how I told you, I said on the 4th. And that's because I didn't want to give you more information. I just said, watch out, 4th. I see a green candlestick, and 4th came. This was a green candlestick. And I still know exactly what is going to happen in the days to come. But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to mention dates, okay? I will no longer be going into such in-depth information. If you need that, ensure you connect with the crypto prophets. Be one of my followers. Get very close to me, and your life is going to change as we proceed, because now is the time for seriousness, guys. So before I end this video, get the main points I'm bringing out. I am saying there is a high chance Bitcoin can be volatile. That's number one. Volatile to what direction? Volatile towards the upward direction. Why? Based on two factors. Number one, the positive news of the Bitcoin ETF. That is one factor. Then number two, if the S&P 500 decides to make a new all-time high. Those are the two scenarios. And now, if these two things should come to play, then I'm going to enter into that rally. But I would be very careful, because I know there is a dump looking ahead. It's just around the corner. Okay, the market is topping out if it gets to that point. So I'm going to enter into that rally, take out my profits, and then look for short opportunities to enter into. But if that does not happen, expect the market to tumble. Okay, and if the market tumbles, one of the main crucial levels I'm looking at, we are going to break $40,000, because Bitcoin has had a retest of this range for a while now. So we are going to break this range, and then that is when the real weakness of Bitcoin would start. But anything outside that, guys, just expect some form of volatility, just like we are having right now. So this week is really going to be a very volatile week, guys. There is so much of expectation, so much of anticipation, so much of eagerness, so much of tension and all that. So I'm just watching out. And this trend line that you saw me draw here, I'm actually watching out for it. Let me see if Bitcoin will break this trend line. Let's take a look at the USDT dominance. The USDT dominance. So guys, if we take a look at the USDT dominance, you would see that the USDT dominance has broken out of this white line here, and currently we are facing this green line as a form of resistance. So if we break out of this green line by tomorrow, then that's going to be an indication that more money is leaving the crypto space into the financial markets, into the fiat markets, and it's not going to be a very good sign. And at the same time, if we break this line here, if we break this particular line, then we should expect some upsides and some volatility for the crypto space. So these are the critical angles I'm looking at, guys. So in my own opinion, please, as we enter into this new week, please be careful with your trades. Do not trade without guidance. Please, I beg you, because the volatility coming is not something you joke with. We are at a very critical crossroad right now. The market can go either way, and it's towards with a very high volatility. So if you know you're not experienced, please do not enter into this market. So like I said, the only thing that is holding Bitcoin is the announcement of the Bitcoin ETF. But like I've told you, the bigger picture in the year 2024, you are going to see Bitcoin crash. And the crypto prophet is amongst the few that mentions the dates, mentions the time, tells you what it is, and it comes to pass. Ensure you start looking for the crypto prophet. I've told you, whether you like it or not, you will look for me. Because when you see my words come to pass, it will keep on shocking you. It's as simple as that. I can call dates, I can call time. Even as I'm talking to you now, I know the dates. I know what is going to happen next week. I know the dates, I know the time, but I'm not going to mention it anymore. I've stopped that. Connect with me, and you are going to gain access to quality information that would change your life in this bull run. I repeat it once again. Many of you, that money that you're anticipating to make, you may end up not touching that money. So long as it's crypto. Crypto is like that. You know, when you're coming in for the first time, or when you're coming in, you think it's very easy. But as you progress, as you proceed, you would know that it's not as easy as you think it is. Okay, if you're not a professional, you're just wasting your time, because there's lots of confusion out there. This one will come out, tell you do this one will come out, tell you do that. Confusion. You know, but the crypto prophet is amongst the few. I have a back-to-back track record of mentioning dates. So ask yourself this question. Somebody who can mention dates, tell you this, tell you that. What is that thing that will take him on away? Or what do you want to tell me? Because you can't come to tell me anything, mostly when you're talking about real crypto, because this is real crypto. I'm not talking about the fake one, you know, the hype and all that. This is real crypto. This is where the market is heading to. So and so day, so and so time. This is what wants to happen. This is real crypto. This is where the money is. Because come rain, come shine, come sun, whatever, you can always take a look at the market and you would know what is going to happen, and you can take advantage of it per time. But if you're following news on Twitter, following hype, following volatility, that one is what we call gamble. You're just gambling. You may think you're making money, but you're not making money, because you gather, you lose, gather, you lose, gather, you lose. Nothing whatsoever to show for it. Many of you, check yourself. Check yourself since you started. How much have you made? You know, check yourself and know. These are things that we talk about, and mostly in these bear markets. You know, the crypto prophet has been very relevant in the bear markets. I come out to speak in bear markets. I tell you what it is. People have made money from me in the bear markets. So ask yourself, how then is the bull run going to be? Listen, do not laugh at anybody who is a master in crypto, because that person's story can change within a split of a second, mostly with the season we are entering into. So if you're here and you're joking as we're about entering into the, keep playing, keep joking. But what I want to tell you all is this. Those of you waiting for the bull run, yes, wait for it. I'm also waiting for it, but I have bad news for you. Bitcoin needs to drop before any bull run. Take it from me. Bitcoin needs to drop before any bull run whatsoever. So if you're here, yes, 2024 bull run, fine. It's trending everywhere, trending on Twitter. But we, the grandmasters, I am a grandmaster of crypto. I eat and I dine with Bitcoin. I eat and I dine with the spirit of crypto. So when I talk, I know exactly what I'm saying. In fact, I will mention dates and time to destabilize you and to scatter your brain. I will do it. It's my track record. So when I do it, you would know that, yes, of a truth, this guy knows what he's saying. Okay, I don't just come out to speak and tell you is this, is that. But you see, for you to gain access to such information, ensure you connect with the crypto prophet. So send an email, guys, and you would be told on what to do. So thank you very much, guys. Do not forget my words for this week. Expect volatility. And I've told you all what I'm expecting. But I'm going to be looking for short opportunities and also for long opportunities if the market is volatile. Okay, so thank you so much, guys. See you in my next video. I remain the crypto prophet. God bless you. Thank you.